All right, I think we can get going. We have enough people. So yeah. All right. So hello everyone and welcome to today's community meeting. I'm gonna cut the previous jibber jabber before the official start. Today's August the 12th, and that's official community meeting for Project K3S. As such, we follow the code of conduct of CNCF, which boils down to please be nice to each other and respect everybody's opinion. That's a recorded session, so if you don't feel like recorded, you're free to leave and watch the recording afterwards. If not, happy to have you here. With that, my name is Orlin. I'm the community manager for the project. I'm going to paste the link to our community meetings once again into the chat if you have any topics to add for today. I can see some new names, I think. So if someone wants to introduce themselves, now is the time to do that. Oh, very shy bunch of people. Okay, I think we don't have much for today. I just wanted to bring some stuff up. Anyone wants to share something important before that, before we go through the stuff that I've added already, or? Nope. All right. In that case, I'm gonna share. So the first thing that I want to share with you today is the effort that we do about incubation application with the CNCF. There is an issue in the main repository, which I've added based on the template from CNCF. It's a V616 for incubation. It's a bunch of stuff that we have to add there, like links to governance and how we follow processes and many other stuff. So I would like to ask everyone to check on this one and to see if I missed something or I misplaced something. Just like a second pair of eyes to check that. When that's done, and it's almost done, we're gonna already address to the new structure of the CNCF that we have to represent the project. It says engage with the domain-specific tags. Right now we are under workloads as stack runtime do not exist anymore. So we have to have someone from the maintainers team to represent the project once again for our application. So I ask if you can folks take a look, and I can see Matt. I think I saw Matt Farina on the call.
Yes.
Yes. Sorry to put you on the spot, but did you manage to take a look at the due diligence stuff or the?
Yes, the other project that I know did not fill out the detailed due diligence when they submitted. They're still waiting for feedback while they're in the process. So they may have to fill it out or it may fall onto the maintain or the TOC. I will go double check on it. But at this point, they had not filled it out.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Okay, so we don't do that for now. We're gonna do it whenever we have more feedback from the for our application. Cool, thanks. And the other stuff that I wanted to bring out. By the way, are there any questions about the incubation, about the process, why we do it, and so on? I'm more than happy to answer all of this. But I think it shouldn't be like a big question for many of us.
No, I think my only one question is, can we get some time on a schedule to start going through the security assessment that I know is one of the last things that's waiting on us to do? And we can try to sit down as a team and just blast through that.
You mean to make it like to set up a call or something and go through the assessment?
Yeah.
All together? Yeah.
Yeah, if we could.
Yeah. Okay, let's try to find a time slot that works for the majority of people. I think something like this one, this time slot works for many of the people. It's kind of late for European folks. So I don't know, we have to balance it out at some point. Okay, I'll send something and then see how it goes. All right. Okay, and the other thing is something that I've opened a little bit when I joined, that we used to run on master, for example, and we still don't have like this kind of inclusive language into the project. And Andrea, I think he's from SUSE, opened this one. If you folks can take a look at this one. I think the last thing was DCO was not fulfilled. And I ask again if you can take a look, and a part of the DCO if something else is missing to figure this out.
I think for that one, we just need to be careful about how we do it around the release cycle, because there are a lot of references to specific branches in workflows. I guess not that are used around releases, but since we release off other branches. But yeah, we just want to make sure that when we're making that change, we're not affecting the timeline of any of our releases. So we should perhaps the best time to take a look at that would be after this month's releases are complete, and we're not blocking anything if we affect some workflows.
Yeah, absolutely. Just FYI, it can be flagged by CNCF that we don't have that checkbox of inclusive language into the project enforced. That's something that we have to take care. That's it. I mean, if we don't do it, it's possible that it will pop up. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and we're not against doing it, like Brad said. It's just we need to make sure that we don't do it in the middle of a release cycle, which we're
Absolutely.
But yeah, I'll try to reach out again and ask about having them sign the DCO again, because like you said, that's the other part. We can't merge it if it doesn't pass the DCO check.
Yeah, I think he posted he DM'd me the other day about some other stuff, so I'm gonna remind him once again to fix the DCO. I'm not sure why he didn't. Maybe he missed that message. I don't know. We'll see that. But from my ask was from technical perspective, as Brad said, if we merging that, we don't break anything on the releases, and or maybe if it's like if it's relatively big one, like many places are changed, but those are majorities documentation. So, but still, if we can make sure we have checked that.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Right. Cool. That was everything from my side for now. The other stuff are ongoing with the incubation and KubeCon preparation. Whenever I have something there about the lighting talk and the kiosk, I'll ping you about this one. So now the floor is open for everybody else to add something, or if there is nothing, we can cut that meeting short.
I think one thing that I have is based on the CLO monitor, we need to have Google Analytics on the docs site. So I need to work with, I think with you, Orlin, to figure out how to get the ID from the CNCF for Google Analytics, I believe, right? Like it's not something we would do, it's something that is CNCF. So is that, do you know, is that like a service desk ticket with them, or do we already have one?
Yeah, I think we discussed that, and I totally forgot about this one.
I did too.
I'm gonna add it into my tasks and into the meetings, but yeah, we have to request that from CNCF. Also, we have to modify the website that to have a notification banner that we do that, so we can be compliant.
So is that something that we need to go just on the landing page or on the docs, or just anything that's under a K3SIO domain? Like how does how does that check actually, like, what does it actually check, I guess?
I cannot answer that right away, but is it for something from the CLO or in
Yeah.
general for, yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know that check. I'll check the with the CLO and give you back some answer about that. But in general, if we're gonna implement that analytics only on the doc side, we have to do it on the doc side. But if we're gonna track the whole website, it should be all around. That's
Okay.
okay. Mhm. Where is this one? Okay. All right.
And then I guess the last thing for me is just we could just give a quick update on where we're at in terms of the release cycle. So
Yes, please.
we expect upstream to release tomorrow. So we will cut RCs once we get upstream releases. We are once again tracking for a zero high critical CVE release for K3S itself. And let's see what else we added. One of the big features coming in the August releases is a new etcd retention flag for S3. So you can have separate retention for etcd snapshots that you push to S3 and keep locally. This was something that we had quite a few folks on GitHub asking about. So thanks to Vitor, who I think I saw on the call. We have that in August. And I'm just completely blanking on what the other features that we added this month were. Manuel will know.
Well, 134, the new minor.
Well,
That's
that's
important.
not coming out tomorrow. That is being released upstream, I think, on the 30th. So once upstream releases a new minor release, we typically have a K3S release out within a couple weeks. So as soon as we have a 134.0, we will certainly make some noise about it.
Well, something from my side. Once that's out, you're gonna ping me so we can
Yeah.
shout out to the community, right? Yeah.
Yep. Do you want us to do that for patch releases as well, or just for new miners? Because patch releases are quite often.
Maybe if something, I don't know, patch releases, it will be like on the spam specter of the things if we do that
Yeah.
like super often. But let's define it like this. If it's something that is really critical and it's like impactful for many folks, then yes, because
Okay.
yeah. But then yeah, it's a thin line what's impactful, what's not. But I'll let that to your judgment. Like if that needs to be shouted out to broader audience, then yes. If not, major.
Okay. So I would say from my perspective then, like you said, let's not call out every patch release, but I would say if there is a critical CVE fixed in that patch release, we may want to call it out. And then obviously whenever there's a new minor release, we can do that as well.
Yep. Good.
You
Right.
could create a blog post when the minor is out, and then also list the big features that were developed in the last month since 133.0 got out. And even present it here.
Yeah,
I can take that task.
we can do that. That's a good idea. But I mean, the way that we do features, those features would still be in the 133 patch releases as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's if you're willing to do
Just-
that, that'd be super helpful.
Just to avoid that we do it every month. I mean, if we
Yeah.
do it every 4 months, feels like more people might get more excited. I don't know.
Well, plus if we're doing
Yeah.
it every month, then that's kind of effectively just recreating release notes, which we already have automated on the
Yeah.
docs page anyway.
If we have some like a major features in, we can definitely do that block. And if we can add something more than the release notes, something like I don't know, examples or use cases or whatever, something more than the release notes would be great. But that I think that all depends on the features added, right? It's not it's not always the case that we can add more stuff than
Yeah.
what we have on the release notes.
Yeah, I think we have a lot of big, exciting, and fantastic new features we can double click on.
You know, a blog post is a real good place to talk about here's a problem and here's how you solve it using K3S or a new feature, and actually go into it from that direction. So somebody who's searching for a problem or wants to figure out how do I do this with K3S, then they can come to this blog post that tells them how to do it. And that's a little different than, you know, here's the release notes for something, but it's kind of more practical guidance for people trying to figure something out.
Yeah, that's a great call out. We definitely need to get better at keeping our blog up to date. Ever since our project manager has been out, we have been lagging a little bit, but Manuel is working on a couple right now, so we're trying to revive it. But that's definitely some good guidance on how to do it, right? Make sure that we're not just parroting release notes and actually talking over use cases and where you can use K3S to do cool things.
Yeah, Manu, if we have something content about this stuff, I can help out with writing this up, and we can do something together to
Great.
offload you with some of this stuff. Okay. Anything else? We have some stuff in the chat. We have a comment about the GitHub actions from Matt Treasure. Do you want to speak up about this stuff, or?
I think he left. I don't know that that's. I think GitHub itself already handles a redirect between master and main
Yeah.
by default. So I don't think we should even need to do that, right?
If you change from master to main and use GitHub's built-in tools, they will migrate all open pull requests. They'll just go across everything in your stuff and make it fairly easy and straightforward. The only big thing for users will end up being, you know, you've got to fetch your endpoint in Git. So you pick up the new branch name and start using that instead. That's about it.
Okay.
And update any docs, of course. But
Right.
they take care of pull requests, everything just automatically switch over to the new name when you rename.
Yeah, whenever we are ready with that, it should be a good announcement are there that people should change their local name to main instead of master. Okay. Anyone else? Everybody super quiet and shy today. Maybe it's too early for you or too late. I don't know. For me, it's too late. It's like 8:30 in the evening.
It's 2 August.
It's too true. Yeah. All right. In that case, I think we can close for today. We have our next one, which is the European / APG friendly one next week on Tuesday, noontime for Europeans. So I hope I can see you, most of you, whoever is online next week. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, and see you in a month time, if not next week. Right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.